Okay, hi everyone. Sorry I'm not here today, but I just wanted to kind of quickly record a lesson for you guys. So if I go a little fast and you need to go back and just write anything down that you might have missed, uh, just as a supply teacher, I'm sure they're a nice person. They will pause the video for you and uh, and you can copy down what you might have missed. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about chemical properties, okay? So make sure you open up your chemistry notes. I think this would be either page 12 or 13. It should say lesson number 3, chemical properties, okay? But it's going to be the one right after all the physical property stuff that we did, okay? So it'll be either page 12 or 13. Okay, so what is a chemical property? The ability, the chemical property is the ability of a substance to react with another substance. Okay, so it includes how a substance reacts with other substances, like oxygen or acids, and how it reacts to either heat or light. Okay, so here, these are Bunsen burners, and they are combusting. Okay, you see the flame, and that is a chemical reaction. So it's a chemical property of the fuel source to react with heat and oxygen. Okay, so reactivity with oxygen. Okay, that's a chemical property, whether or not something can react with oxygen. Okay, so iron will react with oxygen in the air. Okay, so just the air, the 21% or 22% of oxygen that makes up our atmosphere, it will react with air or with iron, sorry. So this forms iron oxide, which is also known as rust. So any kind of rust you see is the compound iron oxide. Okay. Uh, so if you ever have a little bit of rusting in like common spots like the wheel well of cars, and that rust there is iron oxide. Okay. So if a substance can react with oxygen, that's a chemical property. So iron has the chemical property to react with oxygen. Okay. Sorry. We can watch this video tomorrow when I'm back. Okay. So reactivity with acids. Okay. So for example, when magnesium metal and hydrochloric acid are mixed, the two new substances are formed. Okay. Magnesium chloride is formed and hydrogen gas. Okay. So you have magnesium metal and hydrochloric acid. Oops. They will form two new substances. Okay, so magnesium has the chemical property of reacting with acids. Okay, it will react with acids to make something new. Okay, so whenever we have a chemical property, we're making something new. Okay, here we had iron and oxygen, and we make iron oxide. Here we have magnesium and hydrochloric acid. We're making magnesium and hydrogen gas. Okay, physical properties. What all that we've been talking about the last week, they don't have anything new. Okay. If I look at water, whether it's solid, liquid, or gas, still water. Water is clear and colorless. That's not changing anything. Okay. Nothing new is being made. Here with chemical properties, we always have something new being made. Okay. So do all metals react in the same way? So if we put sodium uh, with an acid, it's just going to burst into flames. Okay. So there's a very strong reaction. Okay. Magnesium will bubble. Iron will bubble. Those are signs of a chemical reaction. Lead will bubble. Copper, maybe not so much. Okay. Reaction with heat. Okay. So when baking soda is heated, it undergoes a chemical change, which makes carbon dioxide gas. So again, change. We have baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, and it's making carbon dioxide gas. Okay. Many reactions use baking soda because the bubbles of carbon dioxide gas cause a batter or dough to rise. Okay. Like pizza, you might have a little bit of baking soda in the dough because it helps the dough to rise. Okay. So if you can see those little holes there, those are just pockets where we had carbon dioxide gas. Okay. So when you eat it, it's not bad. Like you're not eating carbon dioxide anymore than you just breathe it in on a normal breath. Okay. So whenever something reacts to heat, it's a chemical change. Okay. So that's a chemical property of baking soda. Now, all cooking and all baking, uh, those are chemical reactions because we're reacting something to with heat. Okay, so we're adding heat into it and it causes a change. So whenever you're cooking or whenever you're baking, you're a chemist. Okay, because you're performing a more than one reaction, but you're performing a bunch of reactions to make something new. Okay, so n- if you cook, if you bake, next time you do, you can just think, "Oh, I'm a chemist." Okay. Combustibility. Okay, so this is the ability of a substance to burn in air, producing heat and producing light. Okay, so if anyone barbecues with propane, the reaction of propane with oxygen in the air releases a large amount of heat. Okay, so if you have a barbecue with propane, you open up the valve, allow the protein to escape, just add a little bit of heat, and then the, the fire will keep going because it's reacting with the oxygen in the air. Okay. So it's used as fuel on cooking barbecues as well as portable stoves. If you have like a gas stove, that's going to be natural gas. So it's a little different from propane, but it's the same principle where it can combust. Okay. Uh, Another example of combustibility is if you don't have an electric car, like if you have a regular car that just uses gas, that is a form like it's a liquid gas, but like gasoline. But again, it will react with oxygen in the air. Once you start the car, start that fire, it can combust. Okay, that's a reaction with oxygen. Okay, because in order for something to combust, for something to set on fire, we need three things. We need fuel. In this case, it's the propane, or it could be natural gas, or it could be the gas in your car. And then we need heat, and we need oxygen. Oxygen keeps the combustion process going. Okay. So, what you're going to work on today is the practice sheet as well as the physical, chemical, and properties worksheet. Okay. Sorry, that won't be due Friday. It's going. I will check. Sorry, you can ignore this bottom part. I'll check the worksheet tomorrow. That worksheet is the one. It should be just on the next page. There is the physical, chemical, and chemical properties worksheet. Okay. So what I want you to do is, like, say you have milk sour when added to it. State whether it's a physical or a chemical property. So put either P or C and say which one it is. So milk sours when acid is added to it. So milk souring. The souring process is a change. Okay, the milk is no longer milk. It is a new compound, which I will just call gross milk. Okay. So we're changing from milk to gross milk, okay, when we add acid to it. So it's a change. It's changing the substance. So it's going to be a chemical change, C, and the property that we're being described. Well, let's go back and look at our chemical properties. We have reactivity with oxygen. Nope. Reactivity with acids. That was probably it. Okay, because it is reacting with an acid. Okay. It wouldn't be heat and it wouldn't be combustibility either. So we know that is reactivity with acids. Okay, so that's what you're doing today. Uh, I will check it when I'm back, hopefully tomorrow. So I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.